Hello, Beard Wizard family. Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Beard Wizard Man, also known as Trevor on social media. Links to all of which you're going to find in that video description below, including ways to support this channel, like clicking that red subscribe button, getting us to 7,500 as soon as possible. We are almost at. We've been making such good progress, and I haven't really looked at the numbers or given you the numbers, but we're at 5690. We're so close to 5700. So we're well on our way, making good headway toward that goal. Other ways to support us, though, check out the video description below. We got my merch store. I'm not wearing it, but we have some Beard Wizard merch, hats, t-shirts, etc., and so on. My books and all of that good stuff. So check all that out as well. So Thursday, sometimes we add new bands, new artists, new content creators on Thursdays. Today we're going to do that too, partly inspired by a concert we might be going to in July. Depends. We found out recently that in this moment, Wargasm, who we've already reviewed on the channel, and Kat Von D are going to be in Peoria, near where I live. But we also have one of our QuadCon shows, which is a comic book convention that we do every year, that same day. So it's in the same building, but that's a long day. I don't know if we're going to do it, but just in case, I figured, and Kat Von D has been on my list for a while now. Just haven't gotten around to adding her to the review roster. So we're going to do that today. I do like to give you guys a little background as usual. If you don't know who Kat Von D is, where have you been? Kat Von D, I first saw her on LA Ink, but she's been huge in the tattoo industry for a long time. Music, entrepreneur. She started releasing albums a couple, 3 years ago, not very long ago. She's been in some movies, TV shows, etc., and so on. Tied to a lot of those reality tattoo shows, but more than that as well. And if you watched any sort of reality TV in the, I don't know what, 2010s, maybe even earlier than that, you would have seen Kat Von D at some point. So we're going to take a look at not her latest, but one of her latest called Set Myself on Fire, featuring another artist who we don't know, named Ferras. We're going to take a look at this, pause the necessary, talk about the music. This is a live review show, so I have listened to this before. We're going to take a look at it and talk about it as we go. If you're in the live stream, say hi, and if you're watching that recording, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. But this is Set Myself on Fire from Kat Von D, featuring Ferras. Cheers. I like her voice. So I'm definitely getting like 80s vibes from this. Between it sounds like a drum track, not a drum set. The synthesizer, it's giving me those like eurythmic vibes, that kind of stuff. Hopefully that's what they're going for, because that's what they're putting out. And I like her voice. She always had a very when I'd watch the shows that she'd be on or see her on TV, she always had a deeper, not deep voice, but more, what's the word I'm looking for? Just man, I can't think of the word. Not deep like a guy's voice, but not like a woman. It just kind of a fuller voice, if that makes sense. And it's coming through here. There's a lot more foundation to it, if that makes sense. And I'm sure the word, of course, the word I'm thinking of will come to me after I'm done doing this, but that's such is the nature of live shows. But yeah, I love the way her voice sounds in this. And I'm a child of the 80s. The whole synthesizer drum track vibe is clicking with me, and I really like it. And it's unusual to hear today. Now, Kat Von D is an indie artist. She's an indie content creator and musician. So she has this sort of room to experiment without worrying too much about what that's going to do, and try out things that maybe seem old fashioned but really aren't. Things that can come around and become new again, but she can kind of experiment with those sounds and try things and bring things out that maybe haven't been done by other people. She's got that freedom to do that, which is cool. As an indie author myself, I appreciate that sort of freedom in our creativity, because we're not tied to the demands of a publisher or a publicist or a record label or things like that. So I like that. His voice reminded me of something. His voice too reminds me, and I can't, like, I'm hearing another very popular 80s song, and it's not, my brain keeps saying George Michael, but it's not. I think that's just with the beard and the look, the way the he kind of reminds me of that visually of George Michael, but I'm not sure that's the vocals I'm hearing. But his voice reminds me so much of a really popular 80s singer along this vein, along this sort of synth pop style, and I can't think of who it is, but it's good. It sounds, especially in this style, sounds great. I just can't put my finger on who it reminds me of. It's good running that. I like it. Welcome. Very nice. I actually like that. So again, it gives me those. It's so reminiscent, so nostalgic of the '80s style, and I like that. That sort of synth pop style that we got around that time, and his vocals again. I'll think of it probably later tonight, or when I'm in bed, it'll just strike me, and then I'll be frustrated that I didn't think of it now. Love Kat's vocals, and again, hopefully, I don't. Depends on how things work out. Hopefully, we'll get to see her live here in July. But great track to start with. Definitely going in the book. We'll be looking at her stuff again soon. But great start already. Cool stuff, and I like it a lot. Make sure you go check out Kat Von D's channel and subscribe there. Tell her the Beard Wizard Man sent you, so she knows where the love is coming from. And please subscribe here. Get us to 7,500 as soon as possible. I appreciate it. I will see you guys all again soon. I should be on tonight with Outbreak and the crew, and we will be running some Tarkov. Other than that, I will see you all soon. You have a great one. Much love. Bye.